My name is Hazel Nance. I want to talk to you about discipline practices in the classroom. A successful classroom can be dependent upon how the students view the discipline a teacher uses. A teacher who is too strict can soon lose the respect of those students. They learn quickly how easy it is to anger the teacher, and they'll do it just for the fun of it. Through a book study that I did with several teachers that work at the school of work, we discovered a book called Love and Logic by Jim Fay. I feel very strongly that this is a very successful method of discipline. The purpose of this method is to let the student learn how to become responsible for their own actions, yet be involved in setting up the classroom rules. Let them know the only requirement is that they cannot do anything that will interrupt teaching or interfere with a student's learning. When a student breaks the rules, you let them figure out how to handle it, what discipline they need. If they can't come up with their own idea on what discipline, then I'll tell them, okay, I'll think of something, but not right now. I'll have to let you know later what I've decided. It kind of drives them crazy. They want to know right now what you're going to do. They may come back to you 2 and 3 times, and each time they come back, you simply say, I haven't quite made up my mind, but just know I'll let you know, and don't worry about it. Well, the first thing they do is worry about it because they want to know. So eventually, I will tell them what discipline I'm going to bestow upon them. But I have to remember the discipline can't be heavier than what the infraction is. There are some instances that require a more proactive action on your part. You cannot change a student's behavior by yelling. Most of them get that at home anyway. You cannot teach them respect when you raise your voice at them. You earn their respect by letting them figure out how to be responsible for those actions that they have. An example of this is when I was on recess duty last year. I had a female student tell me that if this male student didn't stop telling her to shut up, she was going to haul off in slugging. I thought about it, and I thought, I think she's just trying to get a rise out of me. I don't think she'd really hit him, but you know, I can't mind if that's what she decides to do. And so I said to her, I really don't think that's such a good idea, but you'll have to make that decision for yourself. You'll have to decide whether you're going to hit him or not. But let me assure you that if you make the decision to hit him, then I'm going to have to make a decision on what I'm going to do. And I'm not real sure you're going to like what I'll decide to do. Well, she thought about it, and it didn't take her long to figure out, no, I'm going to ignore him. I have not had a problem with that student since that time. Now, it's not always going to work that easily. Sometimes you'll have to send them to the office, but you try not to. You try to avoid that. I handled it that way. She realized I still had control of the situation. She didn't. Arguing is another favorite pastime of students. They love to get teachers into an argument. Well, we all know that when you argue, it's a power struggle and nobody wins. So I handle that in one of 2 ways. Either I walk away from the situation and they have nobody to argue with, or I'll say, I understand that you really want to keep arguing about this, and I've got to let you know I've got things to do. So here's the thing. I argue at 12:30 and after school. Which of those 2 times works best for you? Well, they kind of look at me with this puzzled look, and they think, what is she talking about? And I go, I'm telling you I have 2 times to argue, 12:30 and after school. Which would you prefer? With that, they kind of walk away, and the argument is over. And they don't even remember what it was they were wanting to argue with me about. Discipline is necessary in the classroom. It helps the environment of the classroom. Love and logic is like invisible discipline. The students know that it's there, but they have a part in it. It's amazing how well it works. At the end of the day, I go home, I'm relaxed, I'm not exhausted from having to try to maintain control all day, and I hope the students walk away thinking, wow, I have a good sense of responsibility for my actions today, and I'm not feeling like, what's the use in trying? I always get in trouble anyway. Thank you.